All right, so your math objective for today is I will be able to apply concepts to complete the math assessment. So I'm going to go over each of the problems and say them verbally, and also provide you any clarification on some of the problems, because not all of them you can do the way that it says to do it. So first problem. Daniel fills these two beakers and pours them into his jar. There is no room left in his jar. What is the liquid volume of his jar? Okay. So I think that this one's pretty straightforward, and you answer in the red boxes for the math assessment. Allison fills a beaker with 1,000 milliliters of water. Then she pours some of the water from the beaker to fill a glass. There are 300 milliliters of liquid left in the beaker. What is the liquid volume of the glass? Answer in the red box. One crayon has a mass about 5 grams. What is the mass of 12 crayons together? And answer in the red box. Kristen uses her fraction strips to compare 1/3 and 1/4. Kristen writes this number sentence: 1/3 is less than 1/4. Do you agree with Kristen? Use Kristen's fraction strips to help explain your answer. So your answer is, I think Kristen is either correct or incorrect because... Partition the number line into fourths and label each tick mark. So these are already partitioned for you. The lines are there and the boxes are here. All you need to do is fill out the numbers. How far did the triangle move? Record the fraction. So what fraction would this triangle have landed at? Write greater than, less than, or equal to make the number sentences true. And here's a box to remind you, this means less than, this means greater than, and this means equal to. The whole is the same for each fraction. You may use your fraction tools. So you can use fraction strips, or you can draw it out as circles, whichever one makes it easy for you to compare. Fill in the missing thirds on the number line. So it gives you a clue right here, okay? Draw a point at 4/3. Is 4/3 greater than, less than, or equal to 1? How do you know? I know 4/3 is because Solve the fraction stories and show your work. Use fraction circles, fraction strips, number lines, or drawings. Any of whatever you want to use is up to you. A. Ron rode his bike 1/6 of a mile. Tammy rode her bike 1/8 of a mile. Who rode the greater distance? And the answer should be somebody's name. B. 4 friends share 3 oranges equally. What fraction of an orange does each friend get? And so your answer should be a fraction. What fraction is the fraction strip showing? Blank of a fraction strip. Partition this fraction strip to show halves and label with fractions. So this has already been partitioned and shaded in. So all you are doing is labeling the fractions that each portion represents. Now this says to draw a line from each number sentence to the picture that it matches. Instead, you're actually going to put the letter, okay? So 1/2 is greater than 1/4. If you're saying that the answer is A, you would put A right here, okay? But the answer is not A. Take a look at each of these and put what you think is correct. I give you a clue that it is not A. Alexander made a mistake when he labeled 1/2 on the number line below. He crossed out his mistake but needs help to fix it. Explain Alexander's mistake. Alexander's mistake is, why do you think he put half right here? And then where does half actually go? 4 people share 8 pennies. Circle each person's share. So the circles have already been provided. How many pennies does each person get? There's your answer. Write the fraction of the total number of pennies that each person gets. Blank of the pennies. So this would be blank out of blank. Okay, to make sure that you have that line for a fraction. Say and Anika have 6 blocks. 2 out of 6 of Say's blocks are red. 4 out of 6 of Anika's blocks are red. Shade the blocks to show Say's and Anika's red blocks, which we already did, so you don't have to do anything here. And then you need to answer the question at the bottom, who has more red blocks? So here we need somebody's name. So that is it for math, and I will, once you are done with your math assessment, then you'll go on to the next video for English Language Arts.